Hi students, in this session I am going to discuss the most important chapter for JEE mains and advanced. That is all of you know very well, which is given in the 10th standard also. That is quadratic equations and expressions. So in this chapter, mainly we are going to discuss three concepts. First one is quadratic expressions. And the second one is quadratic equations. And the third one is quadratic inequations. But most of the students, I heard that what is the general form of the quadratic equation? Then immediately they are saying ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. But whenever you are giving that general form, you have to focus on the three coefficients. They are a, b, c. So based on these three coefficients, how that equation representing different curves, let us see one by one. Okay. So in this chart, I am going to show you, it is not only represents, this equation is not only represent the quadratic, it is representing so many curves in different situations and they are depending on the coefficients ABC. In what way? Let us see one by one. If A not equal to 0, then only it represents quadratic equation. So, you have to say, whenever you are giving the general form of quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, immediately say A not equal to 0. Then only it is said to be the quadratic equation. Okay. Now, if A is equal to 0 and B not equal to 0, then what happens? If A is equal to 0, this term will be vanished. Then you will get bx plus c form. Therefore, it is said to be linear equation. Linear equation means of the form, for example, I am writing here 2x plus 3. Here the degree is 1. Degree 1, then it is called linear. So, if A is equal to 0 and B not equal to 0, we say linear equation. Now, the third case is, if A is equal to B is equal to 0, both are zeros. It means, observe here, A and B are zeros, then what you are getting? Some constant is equal to 0, which is the blunder. Therefore, we say it is contradiction. It means, for example, we are getting 4 is equal to 0. In this equation, it is x square term, it is x term and it is constant. If we make these two as zeros, then what we are getting? Some constant is equal to 0. It is a blunder, therefore we say contradiction. Now the last but not least, that is, if A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to 0, it means all the coefficients are 0, then we say it is an identity. Identity means all the coefficients becomes 0. Okay. If all the coefficients become 0, it means A and B and C are zeros, then we say it has an identity. This is one of the most important concepts for the JEE mains and advanced. So, once again listen this chart. In general, most of the students give me the general form of the quadratic, then they are saying immediately ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. But if A not equal to 0, then only it is quadratic equation. A is equal to 0 and B not equal to 0, linear equation. A is equal to B is equal to 0, then contradiction. And A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to 0, then we say it is an identity. So this is the importance of this second degree equation. Okay, now let us see one by one few examples about these. Okay. First of all, I am taking one quadratic equation. Here it is x plus 3 whole square is equal to, in the RHS I am taking 2x square plus 3x plus 11. Now expanding the LHS, what you will get here? X square plus 6x plus 9. Then finally 2x square minus x square and 3x minus 6x minus 3x. Observe what we are getting here, and 11 minus 9 plus 2. So finally we are getting a quadratic equation. So on both sides the two polynomials are there. On simplifying, at last we are getting a quadratic equation. In this, A is not equal to 0. It means x square term is there. Okay, if we take one more example, here on expanding this one, we'll get here x square plus 6x plus 9. Here x square get cancelled. That is the reason we are getting only linear equation. Now let us see the third one. Here it is x plus 3 whole square. Expand it, x square plus 6x plus 9. Now these two terms will get cancelled. We are getting 9 is equal to 8. It means contradiction. Now the last but not least, you observe here x square plus 6x plus 9. All the coefficients are same. Therefore, we say it is an identity.